The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, everybody. This is Jack, and thanks for joining this training. Hi, Brian, Tony. I don't think something changed, but never know with GoToWebinar. Actually, the last year, 2 years, I didn't have many problems with GoToWebinar. I still like it. The chat function works well. Most of the recording are working. So thanks for everybody for joining this new training. My name is Jack Hopman. I love Google AdWords, not only because I love doing it, but also I make a lot of money with it. A lot of clients pay me monthly every month, and basically 80% of the work is set up. It takes a lot of time to set up, and then once it is ready, 1 second. So, now I forgot where I was. So, I like Google AdWords because once you have set up, you get all those recurring payments, and the work is basically in the setup. So I came up with a system that it takes kind of a lot of effort to set it up, but once you have set it up, it's only maintenance. So, not sure. Okay, so today you're going to learn $1,000 per month system. So that is the goal of this training. And I feel there's a client approach everybody can do. So I need to answer you some questions. Probably many of you think $1,000 per month was kind of out of your reach. But really, let's see after this training if you still feel that a lawyer is out of your reach. So please answer this question. Is it more than 3 years ago that you visit a will or trust lawyer? Enter yes or no. Is it more than 3 years ago that you visit a will or trust lawyer? Okay, yes, yes, yes. Dave said last week, yes, never visit one, Arlene. Okay, so do you know what all those trust lawyers offer? They all do that. What do they all offer? They offer a free consultation, correct? They offer a free consultation. So it's hard to get him on the call, but it's easy to get on his table. It's really easy. Huh? So now you sit with the lawyer on the table. The lawyer is really a hot prospect. Okay, that is how you want to go in that meeting. Of course, you want and also need information about the will and trust. Okay, everybody needs that in this life. Okay, but you also want a lawyer which pays you $1,000 a month, correct? Do you want that? Do you want a lawyer pays you $1,000 a month? So the easy thing, and I felt it's very easy to me, okay? So you review if you have an existing, you review your will of trust and ask who's doing lawyer AdWords campaign, okay? So you're going to ask the lawyer, so he's going to ask probably what is your profession, and you're going to ask the lawyer who's doing your AdWords campaign. Who dare to ask that? Enter yes if you dare to ask a lawyer Who's doing your AdWords campaign? Enter yes or no, if you dare that to ask. Are you shy or you feel comfortable to ask, hey, who's doing your AdWords campaign? Huh? Of course, you don't shake hands and the first sentence is who's doing that? No, no, you sit down, you going to review your will and trust. He's going to ask how do you make money, and then you ask who's doing your AdWords campaign, correct? It's a natural thing, okay? It's just kind of in between the lines, huh? Hmm? So the next question you're going to ask is, what's the key question? What is the key question? What you're going to ask after you said who's doing your AdWords campaign? Are you a winner? Okay, everybody get it right. Okay, so you are ready to roll. Okay, you are ready. Are you happy with the results from that company? Are you happy with the results? Okay, are you happy with the results? Are you happy with the results? That's literally what I use. So this is how the conversation went. What is your profession? Digital marketer. Who's doing your AdWords? Company ABC. Are you happy with the results? The lawyer said, not really. And I think many are not really, because many AdWords manager, don't really know how to set up a local AdWords account. Local AdWords account is different than, in general AdWords account. You have to use the right keywords, the right negative keywords, and the right ads. And then you go, okay, and then if the lawyer is happy, that's fine. Okay, you shake hands and you're going in your mind. You're going to say, okay, I go to the next lawyer. There are 10 in my town, correct? You're not committed to that lawyer. It's a free consultation, huh? Okay. So they like to see you in person. The lawyer like to see you on the table in his office. You're going to review your will and trust. He's going to ask you what is your profession, and now you kind of follow the script. And then you're going to ask, how much do you earn at average per client? And the lawyer said $1,000. How many calls does it take to get a client? The lawyer said 3, so make about $300 per call. Yes, if I generate calls for $100, does that work for you? Yes. And what is your current monthly AdWords spend? $3,000. And what is the management fee? The lawyer said $1,000, because they are typically committed to larger AdWords companies. And then I said, I think that was smart. That works for me. Let's start the first of the month. And the lawyer agreed and sent me a check. Every month he's going to send me a check. And I love it. I really put more effort in this client. I really put more effort in this client than I do a typical client. I really search for the right keywords, the negative keywords, and the ads. I really did 3 days, full 3 days. I don't do that typically. Normally I can set up an AdWords account in 1 day. This one I really want to do a good job. So either way, how can you research that subject? Just by, oh, Art, you did that training, correct? You can go to competitors, and you go to competitor lawyers, and you go to ask Google what are the keywords the competitor use, correct? And because with your knowledge you can determine what are good local intent keywords and which are not. And then you can go to group those keywords. It is an exercise. It's really an exercise. You get thousands of keywords in an exercise. You have to go through it. Okay? Does that make sense? So, can you show the screen again? I want to take a screenshot. Okay, maybe if you want, I can PDF this presentation if you want. But it's kind of those two screens you need, correct? Lawyer. So this is kind of what's your profession? I really think those are golden question and answer. Yes, I agree with you, Randy. So you only need those two. Yeah. Okay. So, are you able to do this? Enter yes if you are able to go to a lawyer for free consultation to speak about your will and trust. Okay. Are you willing to do it? Are you willing to do that to get a client? Just get your feet wet. What is the worst thing can happen? The worst thing can happen is that you didn't spend time on the computer to check emails, correct? And so get your feet wet. Now, here's the thing. Either you have access to my local Atlas Academy and you just copy and paste my learning, or you ask me for your help. Either way, you will find the solution, correct? Hmm? So, if you have a lawyer as client, they are willing to pay you $1,000 per month. If you do it yourself, you earn $1,000. If you let me do it, you earn $800. Does it make sense? So that is the earning. Either way. I think you don't want to lose the lawyer, so you want to take it serious. Huh? Because, be honest, I think many of us, if we have 10 lawyers who pays us $10,000 a month, that is a difference in our life, correct? So we don't want to lose a lawyer because we are not fulfilling. Does that make sense? So Art messaged me, I would rather be a master prospector than a master of speech and have nobody to tell you story to. Okay, so Art, you are a social content creator. What other niches can we charge $1,000 per month? Ooh, that is a good question. That is a very good question. In the local AdWords Academy training, I don't have them handy, but there are 7 hot niches, and they also work for call only. So yes. So when I speak with other people who do AdWords management, they say to me, Jack, you have one problem. Do they know what they say to me? Jack, you have one problem. You're much too cheap. You don't charge no, Brian. Brian, you hit the nail. They all charge $500, $700, $800, $1,000 per month. That is the common rate nowadays. So what I did is if I speak about AdWords, I upsell them to Google My Business and I get those bought services. So that is what I did since last year, January. So, but maybe I should bump up the prices. But do you make changes to the lawyer's website? No, he has a dedicated website company. So I don't need to. He wants to make a funnel for me. So he has a form on the website, and he wants to, when they subscribe to the form, he wants me to create a funnel to convert them to a client. So that is what we spoke about. We haven't put hands to it, but he has a dedicated. He uses a website company for it. So what do you charge at average now for AdWords? I do AdWords at Google My Business. I charge $400. Going to use Sand Eagle? Yes. Sand Eagle and Rapify. Yeah. So with Rapify, I will create a funnel and the email will go to Sand Eagle. And Sand Eagle has an autoresponder, so I can send a series of emails. So that will be the tools, but I have to set it up. Rani said, I will be using your AdWords when I land this personal trainer account. Good. Yeah, Rapify is not launched yet. I use it for the Turbo Done For You users. Oh, yeah, before I forget, for the Turbo Done For users. So past weekend, I reviewed all the emails, let's say 50% of the emails which we sent, and see which subject line works the best, where you got the most clicks, and so. And I spoke with other people about, the prospecting approach. And we all came to the conclusion that filling out, let's say, those 20 questions is a bridge too far for a cold prospect. Does that make sense? So, of course, we like that prospects fill out those 20 questions. And who does fill out those 20 questions is a hot prospect, but it is a big step. So what we're going to do is we're going to make that form simpler, but also what we're going to do is we're going to encourage to reply to the email or call directly. Does that make sense? So we're going to make it easier to respond instead of filling out a long form, correct? An application. So we're going to move that way. Okay? So when they answer the phone, you can still leave a voice message. You can follow up. Not everybody is able to answer the phone right away, but now you have that phone call, and it's kind of a more warm lead, and now you can follow up because you can look in call CD who called and you follow up. So, but many will also just reply to the email. Can you tell me more? You know, can we set up a meeting? Huh? Ryan said it is working great. So, you mean that voice message, Randy, you're talking about? You, when people leave a voice message, you following up. Is that where you refer to? The whole done for you system. Okay. So, Arthur, it seems to me that it would be okay to just ask them those questions. If you have a friendly bedside manager, okay, like a doctor. So the voice drop message should leave a message. If you don't have a lot of voice drops, we also created some other voice messages. They are created since a half week ago, maybe a little bit more. So we can swap out your current voice message to those. So and we're going to track that result. I really believe those are better. Rani said, I already have gotten several calls and 2 real prospects. Oh, that's great to hear, Rani. Rani, which service do you offer? Garen said, oh, where can we listen to the new voice messages? I don't have them uh, available, but probably I should. Let's see how I can make them available. Ryan said SSL and then all of them. New Google AdWords. Yeah, the new Google AdWords. Yeah, I love. Now, what I also think, I haven't seen your prospecting approach, Randy. So, but I feel when you do cold prospecting, you're not offering a typical service. You're not speaking about AdWords so much. You don't speak about Google My Business so much. You're just going to, can you handle more business? You're going to focus more on the result than on the method. Does that make sense? Yeah. So that is a switch I also learned from all the results, that when you approach someone, you're not going to cut it clear which service you're going to provide. You want to kind of listen what they need. Rainer said, getting them more customers is what they want, correct. So you want to understand what they need, what they want, and then you're going to offer a solution. Yeah. Any other question? Sure, what? Art is creating some social content in this. If I need a writer, Art, you are on the top of my list. I think that is your thing. What is the biggest problem you have with business right now? Yeah. That's a good question. Yeah. Joseph, do you have any case studies we can use for new clients? I have some for Google My Business. Is a record webinar to watch to learn about the system you are talking about? Yeah, it's on the Jack Hopman tutorials. Training on landing pages. Yeah. So Gary, let me answer that question for AdWords, correct? So let me answer that for AdWords. Okay. Here, do you guys want some really good content? Some really good content? Okay. Here. I will show you a trick. And when you understand that trick, when you understand this, you become a master in creating content for websites. Are you guys ready? Not many people apply this. Not many people know this. Okay, go to this website, okay? I created this website within an hour. It's really true, okay? At 7 o'clock Saturday night, the website was not ready, and at 8 o'clock, the email went out. So I needed to create a website within an hour, okay? So it's not a lot of content, correct? There's not a lot of text on this. You guys see this? At least there was not on the website. This was on the website. No, this was not on the website, but was just a couple of bullet points, correct? Actually, it was not a Saturday, it was on a Tuesday. So, oh, maybe it was on a Saturday. Yes, it was on a Saturday. So basically, this website is all about headlines and bullet points. Do you agree? Some images to make it nice, but it is clean, correct? It's clean and it converts really good. It converts really good. So how came I up with those? Can you guys see this? Can you guys see my website? Okay, good. Yeah, Kelly could not. Everybody else can. So it is a website with headlines. Okay? So where did I get those headlines from? Eliminate all the limitations. Let me have clients. Okay? Client getting bootcamp. Growing my success. Where have you heard? There is something else. It is new. Okay? Nothing will stop. Okay? So where did I get those headlines from? Where did I get those headlines from? Anybody? Arlene? Arlene. You always. Nobody has an idea? Oh my God. No, not Matt Basic. Okay, that's later on. Okay, Randy. Randy got it right. No, not on the Marcus 5 file. Okay. Later on, go to your emails and search on those headlines. Eliminate all the limitation. Was a winning subject line. Let me help to get your clients. Was a subject lines. Okay? Client getting boot camp was the winning subject line from a previous webinar. Clone my success was a winning subject line. Okay? Nothing will stop you in 2019 was a subject line. Do you guys see how you can create a website with winning elements what you have tested before? I just be in line with you. Okay? Winning, it's not really winning keywords, it is winning ad lines, winning ad text. Okay? So in AdWords, you have the keyword and you create an ad with it and you split test the ad. Correct? And once you come to know what works the best, which ad works the best, with the headline of the ad works the best, that is also content for the website. So now you're using your ad text, you're using your subject line, you're using your work what have been tested before on the website. And you are now congruent in line. So you know what your audience like and you just repeat it on the website. Does that make sense? Emailing will change your life. I'm serious. Emailing will double your results. You will find out what works the best. And that's what you're going after. You're going to reuse that. That's how powerful emailing is. That is how powerful Google Ads are. When you use the content from things what works, what you split tested what works the best, then the website visitor, so the website visitor sees the same thing what you promised in the ad. So this website is nothing more than repeating winning headlines in a certain order. Okay? Now you're going to tell about what you promised. Okay, just a headline. Nobody. Do you really like to read a lot of text? Tell me. I don't. When I get a support package what is more than 4 rows, I skipped it. It's really true, okay? I'm not a reader. Nobody is a reader anymore, okay? I just want to see what it is about. Okay, what is about. Then I can process that information. Okay? You guys see how this works? I built all my websites. Francis said, my emails are too long. Really? I know. Yes, Francis, your email, when I read Francis' support ticket, I'm going to search on that one sentence where you asked that question. Did you notice that, Francis, when I replied to your email? I'm going to go through your email. I skip all the emotion, and there's one sentence where you ask my help or whatever. I copied that and then I replied it. That's all what I need. And if you want to make a point, just make that the point and not the whole other stuff. Nobody's going to read that. Does that make sense? Does everybody understand now how to come up with content for a website? It is a result of your ad and is a result of your emailing. So now, Gary, does that make sense? Gary, I like to get your feedback also. Rainer said yes, very cool. Gary asked a question, so waiting on Gary's response. So, okay, so here's the thing. You can say, Jack, I don't have run AdWords yet, and I need content. You could have said it, Gary. I was kind of expecting that. Jack, how do I start? So, let's say you need some starting points. Plumber Bokerton. Okay, so you see 24 hours plumber. If you offer 24 plumbers, you want to make sure that 24 plumbers is a headline or a catching point on your website. Does that make sense? That is what people like to see. Maybe you offer a coupon on your website, okay? Maybe free estimate. So you're going to see which elements people like and see if that is your service offer. You don't put something in the ad what you don't offer, okay? But you're going to look for elements you can use on your website. Does that make sense? So now you're building up the content for your website. Then you're setting up your own campaign, you split test what works the best, and you update your website accordingly, depending on the results. You see, that is a back and forward process. Okay? So it's an ongoing improvement. See what works the best in your ad. You split test your ad. You use that winning element. Make sure it is on your website. It's kind of you repeat what you promise in the ad. You detail it on the website, and you show a buy button. You don't need a lot of text on the website. Everybody's thinking that. Not everybody. Many think that it's not anymore. A video is good. A video is really good. Okay. Video is good, but not text. Nobody likes to read anymore. Okay. Was that good? Yeah, that is based on when you ask questions. Okay, so avoid contact us page. I'm not sure what that means, Gary. So so what I just trained you on, you will also get it more in detail on the event. We have more time to go over split testing. Or this is what I want to say. Do you want to be better than 90% of the marketers? Do you want to be better than 90% of the internet marketers? Enter yes or no. Do you like to be better than 90% of the internet marketers? Now you have to do one thing. You know what you have to do? Split testing. Split testing. You split test with ads, you split test with website. It's all about split testing. I promise you. When you're going to implement split testing in your work, you will double your results. Okay? So don't be afraid with split testing. Just do it. At some point you get what your audience like, and now you are on the next level. 90%. So with this San Diego, split testing is made really easy. I can show you another time. It's really easy. And we're going to make it even more easier over time. But use split testing. You split testing in your Google AdWords ad, you split testing in your emailing, you split testing on your website. Is there a big difference in the 4 subject lines you send in you use emails? Yes, it is a big difference. A big difference. It's more than double. The difference between the best subject line and the worst subject line, that difference is more than double. Now, there's one more thing to learn from it, Paul. So I was really thinking. So here, I was really thinking. Yeah, I don't have the subject lines in front of me, but one of the subject line was retirement, correct? Retirement. I clone my something about clone my $1,000. Can somebody get a subject line per month system, correct? Something like that. Secured retirement, clone my okay, yeah. So that was I was thinking, I was really thinking. There was a then there was I'm not saying but I was thinking. Then there was another uh, struggling. Okay. And I think it was this subject line, correct? Can you confirm? Struggling, chloride. I was thinking. I was really thinking, but I was wrong. Okay, I was wrong. I was wrong in what I thought. Okay, well, what do you think? Subject line 1 was better or subject line 2 was better? What? Enter 1 or 2? Yeah, you guys think the same as I did. I was thinking 1 too. I was thinking 1 too, but 2 won. 2 about double. I did not expect that. I was thinking because many of us are on age, correct? So I was kind of thinking I'm in line with you, and I'm going to use the word retirement. Okay, but then I I I use also I was thinking struggling kind of could be too. Okay, and then chloride. Now, Superline 2 got as about 2 times as much clicks than secure retirement. Now, I can show you all of your answers, and there were 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. We don't know. I didn't know. Actually, I didn't know, and I expected 1 would win. So I was wrong. So when I need something in the future to offer a system, guess what? Which headline I will use? I will use over and over and over again, struggling clone my $1,000 per month system, correct? Instead of secure retirement, clone my $1,000 per month system. Does that make sense? So now I have that knowledge, and I can use it in my AdWords ad. I can use it in my system. I can use it in my ads, in my art design on the website. Does that make sense? How you can now have content, really good content, to use it at any place. And I see double my results. Does that make sense? And I would like you to gain that knowledge as well. I would like you to get trained on subject lines. So here's my question. I'm thinking on it. Do you want to get monthly training on Sand Eagle? How to emailing? How to get better results with emailing? I'm thinking on that. I'm really thinking on that. So to doing Sand Eagle mastermind once a month or so. It will be once a month, I think. Yeah. So that is what I'm thinking about. So Sand Eagle is great. I feel it has features than any other application I use. I make a lot of money with emailing, but we also implemented certain features what can improve your result. So, and I want you to gain that knowledge as well. So I'm thinking on that. So with that said, let's close this on a nice way. What are we going to do coming days? We're going to try to get clients, correct? And who is coming to the event? Enter yes or no if you're coming to the event. I like to kind of get familiar with your names. So Paul Chamberlain is coming, Cook is coming, Dave is coming, Grish is coming, James is coming, Randy, I wish. Oh really, Randy, you that's I feel pity. And Brian is coming, Charlie is coming. Whoa, I know until 1 week prior. Okay. Dale, I understand you have a long flight, but if you could come, let me know, okay? Louis is coming. So with that said, I really appreciate your time and looking forward to see you on the next training next Tuesday. Thank you so much.